The biggest lie you've ever been told is that you're made of flesh and bone. But the truth? You're condensed energy, pulsing in an invisible field that goes far beyond your skin. This isn't poetic fluff, nor a conspiracy theory. It's biophysics. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field thousands of times stronger than your brain's. And this field vibrates, it expands, it connects. Why hasn't anyone told you this before? Maybe because the answer changes everything. If you're a vibrational field, then your thoughts, emotions, and even your intentions shape your body, your world, your entire reality. But hold on, before you doubt it, stay with me until the end. Today you'll understand why leading scientists, from Nikola Tesla to Greg Braden, have been saying for over a century that the universe is energy in resonance, and how this knowledge can literally reprogram how you feel, live, and heal. Oh, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because this is the kind of content YouTube should be showing you more often. For centuries, science has tried to explain life as a machine made of parts, muscles, bones, neurons, systems, but something never quite added up. Why does a heart, freshly removed from the body, still beat for a few moments, even outside the system? How can thoughts, mere electrical impulses, influence cells, hormones, even trigger physical healing? The answer begins with a forgotten concept. You're not just a biological system. You are a vibrational field. More precisely, a dynamic bioelectromagnetic field, constantly exchanging information with the world around you. And this isn't just alternative talk. Modern studies reveal that emotions like gratitude, love, and compassion change your heart's rhythm, influence heart rate variability, and reshape the electrical patterns in your body. So what does that mean, practically? It means you can train your body to vibrate at a specific frequency. And more than that, this frequency communicates with other people, with the environment, maybe even with the entire planet. In this video, we're going to explore the space between science and consciousness. We'll dive into cutting-edge research in cardiac physics, explore the bioenergetic field, and uncover why heart-brain coherence is the key to unlocking a new level of presence, health, and personal power. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt someone's presence before they even entered the room? Maybe, deep down, you already know what we're about to reveal. You were just waiting for someone to confirm it. Have you ever noticed how certain moments feel different? Sometimes it's subtle, like walking into a room and sensing a strange pressure in your chest. Other times, it's intense, and the command center for this? Your heart. Most people believe the brain is the body's main conductor, but science is telling a very different story. Your heart sends more signals to your brain than the other way around. And these aren't just electrical pulses. They carry emotional data. To grasp the impact of this, we need to look at something that's happening inside you right now, but you've likely never noticed. Your heartbeat isn't steady, it fluctuates intelligently every moment. This is called heart rate variability. When you're feeling fear, anger, or stress, your heart rhythm becomes chaotic. But when you feel gratitude, compassion, or love, that rhythm transforms into something beautiful, smooth, coherent waves, and that's not just poetic. Because those wave patterns actually change the way your brain functions, affect your immune system, your ability to think clearly, sleep well, even to heal your body. The HeartMath Institute in the US has been studying this for decades. They call this harmony between the heart, brain, and nervous system coherence. And when you reach coherence, something extraordinary happens. Your heart's electromagnetic field expands, not just physically around your body, but in frequency, reaching others, influencing their fields, as if your presence becomes a transmitter. Now think about this. If your field vibrates based on your emotional state, and if that field affects people around you, then you are energetically influencing the world, even in silence, even when still. And this isn't a theory. In studies with couples, researchers found one person's heart field could affect the other's heartbeat. No touch, no words, just proximity. This opens a whole new understanding of what it means to communicate. Perhaps the most important things we exchange with each other don't even involve words. But this story doesn't stop at the heart. The field it emits, shaped like a toroid, a spinning donut of energy, is just one piece of the puzzle. Your entire body is electric. Your brain, frequency. Your cells, membrane voltage. Your nervous system, electrical impulses traveling like waves. Even your bones, yes, your bones, vibrate at micro-frequencies when you walk, breathe, or meditate. This means that the matter you're made of is actually a sea of waves. But if everything vibrates, how do we experience the world as solid? This is where physics enters the scene. According to quantum theory, subatomic particles, like electrons, aren't fixed things. They're probabilities that only collapse into form when observed. In other words, your consciousness influences reality, and that's not New Age fluff. It's what physicist John Wheeler, a colleague of Einstein, said, "The universe is not made of stuff, it's made of answers." Now bring it all together. Your heart vibrates, your body vibrates. Your focus shapes those vibrations, and those vibrations affect the world around you. Feel the weight of that? But wait, let's not jump into wild theories just yet. Let's stay grounded in what science is actually saying. You are a bioelectrical organism in constant dialogue with invisible fields. Your internal state shapes your energetic signature, and that signature affects your health, your relationships, even how people feel in your presence. And here's the most powerful part. You can train your signature. Coherent breathing, intentional gratitude, deep presence, these create an internal environment that transforms your external frequency. It's like tuning an antenna. If your antenna vibrates in fear, you'll pick up chaos. If it vibrates in calm and love, you'll tune into clarity, solutions, and new possibilities. You don't need to memorize equations, but you do need to feel the truth of this in your body. So here's a simple exercise. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe slowly, as if you're gently massaging your heart from the inside. Now, imagine a light emerging from the center of your chest. It spins, expands, wraps around you from within. That light is your signature. It's the imprint you leave on the world. Take one more breath. And when you open your eyes, remember, you are never alone. Your field is always speaking, even when you're silent. Now that you understand your body is a vibrational field, let's go deeper. One question echoes across labs, temples, and scientific forums. If we're made of energy, are we all? And one of the key pieces in this investigation is something called the morphogenetic field. This term was popularized by British biologist Rupert Sheldrake. He proposed that living beings share a kind of collective memory, an invisible matrix of information that shapes behavior and development beyond DNA, as if there were a biological Wi-Fi linking all life forms. Sounds far-fetched? Then consider this. In multiple experiments with rats, when one group learned a maze, other rats in other locations learned it faster. No contact, no conventional explanation. This has been observed across species, in humans, in behavioral patterns. There seems to be a field that stores and transmits information beyond the physical body. So, how do we access this field? The key appears to be coherence. When you enter a state of heart-brain coherence, your frequency aligns, and in that state, it's as if you gain privileged access to life's invisible network. The Heart Math Institute calls this global coherence. They've measured fluctuations in the Earth's magnetic field. Yes, the planet has one, and discovered something astonishing. Massive emotional events, terrorist attacks, global celebrations affect the Earth's field. This suggests the human field and the planetary field are interconnected. Even more, when groups of people voluntarily enter coherence through meditation or group prayer, the data shows the environment changes. Less chaos, more harmony. In schools, hospitals, even prisons, the effect is real, measured, repeated. Now breathe this in. If your personal field can affect the planet's field, you are an active part of the Earth's frequency. That's not just beautiful, it's a responsibility. And maybe that's why the greatest healing we can seek right now isn't individual, it's collective, vibrational. But science goes even further. Did you know the body can be treated with frequencies instead of medication? Research in electroceuticals, using electrical impulses to treat diseases, is advancing rapidly. Companies and universities are developing vibrational medicines for depression, epilepsy, even cancer. The future of medicine is energetic, and if medicine is headed that way, imagine what that says about your potential for self-healing. Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden, they've all talked about this, not as blind faith, but backed by data. They show that when you shift the field around your cells, the cells behave differently. And that shift comes not from thinking, but from feeling. Your emotional state is the password that reprograms your DNA. But here's the challenge. Most people live in decoherence, anxiety, multitasking, disconnection. Result? The field becomes disorganized, and the body responds with symptoms. That's why coherence isn't pop spirituality. It's a neurophysiological practice, a way to realign with who you truly are. Now imagine this. You wake up, and before touching your phone, you breathe. 3 minutes. That's it. You feel your heart. You generate gratitude. And instead of reacting to the world, you become the frequency you want to radiate. This tiny ritual, done with intention, can change your entire day. And over time, change your entire life. Now let's expand this. If one person in coherence can influence their environment, what happens when thousands do it together? That's exactly what initiatives like the Global Coherence Initiative are exploring. They gather people around the world at the same time to meditate, feel, and vibrate in harmony. And the data is clear. The Earth feels it. Humanity responds. You don't need to believe it. You just need to try it. But maybe you're asking, okay, but how do I know when I've reached coherence? The answer is in your sensations. You feel peace, even in chaos. You notice synchronicities more often. Your relationships improve without effort. Your creativity flows. Your breath deepens. It's not magic. It's biology, vibrating at its highest frequency. And if you've made it this far, I need to remind you of one thing. Everything you've heard today isn't new. It's ancient. Ancient traditions knew this. Yogis called it prana, the Chinese, qi, Africans, aksay, indigenous people, spirit. Different names for the same field, the vital force that moves all things. Modern science is simply rediscovering it. And now it's up to you to decide. Will you keep believing you're just a pile of cells with an expiration date? Or will you remember that you're a conscious field, vibrating, sensing, creating? This isn't a theory, it's a choice. And that choice shapes every moment of your life. If you choose to remember, everything shifts. There's something few people will tell you about this kind of knowledge. The more you understand, the more responsibility you carry. Because now, you know. You know your field isn't neutral. You know your vibration leaves an imprint, inside and around you. And you know that living in coherence is a choice you have to make every single day. The truth is, no one else can vibrate for you. No one can breathe in your place. And no one, absolutely no one, has the power to silence your heart, unless you let them. So maybe the real question is, Are you willing to treat your frequency like a sacred space? Because in the end, the energy you offer to the world is the same energy that comes back to you. And if you've made it this far, it means something inside you has already started to shift. Watch the next video that's appearing on the screen right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.